Hello, YouTube family. Auntie is here. I'm your auntie of pop culture. I'm Patty Jackson. It is time for the curls. It's time for the scoop. Let's come for the hug. I hope it is the start of a good weekend for you guys. Certainly hope that it is. We got some just news just coming down. You know how Netflix releases like a season of Stranger Things or one of their shows and it's all at once? They're thinking of moving away from it and going to releasing shows, popular shows, on a weekly basis. I think they want to try to get away from the binge model because people, they soak up the binges and they'll just like binge a whole season of The Crown or Stranger Things or a show that comes on Netflix, but they're thinking of moving it to the model of releasing it once a week. What do you guys think of that? Neo. He is not doing himself any good. The singer who was so good when he was here in Philadelphia, he's not making. I don't understand what's going on. His personal life is out of control. He doesn't want to pay his wife alimony. He's trying to move his wife and 3 kids out of his home, and he's juggling 3 mistresses at a time. Neo, Karma, I think that's why that last project is not doing too well. Karma, Nia, be careful. Neo, be careful. Filming is wrapped on the new Lee Daniels horror movie. Yes, Lee Daniels has a new horror movie. It's coming out next year on Netflix called The Deliverance. Lee Daniels directs and the cast is amazing. You've got Monique, you've got Omar Epps, Andra Day, Glenn Close, Tasha Smith, Caleb McLaughlin, Anjanou Ellis. The movie is about a home that is possessed, and Monique is playing the social worker who helps the family. Look for it on Netflix next year. On Netflix today, you got Queen Latifah and Ludacris and their thriller, End of the Road. In the movie, Queen Latifah plays a widow, and she takes this cross-country trip with her brother, who is played by Ludacris, and her 2 children. Well, she's going through this small town that is not quite what it seems, and they wind up getting involved in a lot of stuff, and then she like turns Dirty Harry, like, nobody messes with my family. I said, go on, Queen Latifah. That movie is streaming now on Netflix. Prince Harry. When his grandmother, the Queen, died, he didn't make it in time. She was already dead. I think the Queen was already dead when they made the announcement she's under medical supervision, because there's so many things that they have to do and put in place before they can even announce it to the public. But they're saying that Prince Harry did not make it in time. Prince William, of course, he's king now. King Charles, they were theirs, but they're saying their spouses were not, because everyone is saying, where is Meghan Markle? Oh, she's overseas, but they're telling her, don't come around. Don't come around. It's very tense. Very tense. The funeral is on September 19th, and everybody's going to be looking to see if she's at that funeral. But for now, with everything happening, they just want Meghan to stay away. Now, their children, little Archie and Lilibet, they're now a prince and a princess. Their kids have royal titles, even though Harry don't, because he gave his up, and Meghan no longer has a title. They're saying that, will the babies be stripped of their titles? I don't think so. At least it won't happen now. Who knows what could happen in the future, but it's really messy. Kate Middleton is now the new Princess of Wales. She will inherit over $110 million worth of jewels that the Queen had. But for now, they're telling Meghan to stay away. Why the funeral so far into the future? Because they have to have an official 10 days of mourning until they can have the ceremony. Another movie that is streaming, Pinocchio. This is the live animated version of Pinocchio. Tom Hanks is starring as Geppetto. It's based on the 1940 animated movie. We had Jiminy Cricket, and just, it's done really well. Cynthia Erivo is playing the Blue Fairy, so you might want to check it out. It is streaming on Disney. Opening in theaters next month. There's a lot of talk about Black Adam. Black Adam is from the DC comic world. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is playing Black Adam. You don't quite know if he's a hero or a villain, but it's an all-star cast that includes Pierce Brosnan, actor Aldis Hodge. He plays the Hawk. His getup is really interesting. Viola Davis is in it, but I don't think they're really bringing it up because she's got her movie, The Woman King, coming in theaters next week. But they're all the stars. But Black Adam, the second trailer dropped. It actually dropped last night during the Rams and Bills game, and it opens in theaters October the 20th. Well, this Monday, it's the Emmy Awards, and Kenan Thompson is hosting. Now, I know award shows are not what they used to be. I'm hoping that it's a big night for Adam Elementary. I don't know if you guys have paid attention, but they really didn't put the spotlight on your NBCs, ABCs, CBS, Foxes. The streaming channels got most of the nominations for the Emmys. And it was like, ooh. But how will Abbott Elementary do? Because it's the darling this year. New season starts on September 21st. And I hope that it wins something because it is different. It is groundbreaking for ABC to give this opportunity to a Quinta Brunson to just go out on faith with this show. It is a funny show. Let's see how it does. Kenan Thompson is hosting the Emmys. I had asked you guys about what you thought about Honk for Jesus, Save Your Soul. This movie is so controversial. People want to argue. People want to fight in the comments because the movie starts off funny. And then there's a scene I love, the Knuck If You Buck. And then it took a really strange, dark turn. And it was like, where did this plot come from? It's different. And I said at the beginning of the week, I said, church people ain't going to like this movie. A lot of people think it's based on Pastor Eddie Long. He had a big mega church in Atlanta, and he died. A lot of controversy is with this Sterling K. Brown, Regina Hall movie. Let's talk New Jack City. It is coming, the play is coming to a city near you, and it's debuting in Philadelphia. Had a chance to speak to the force behind it, the writer, director, producer, Jacarius Johnson. He's done numerous stage plays. He says it has been years since anyone has been this excited about a production. We know the movie that came out in 1991. Well, 30 years later, get ready for the stage play. Alan Payne is back as G-Money. Tretch, Naughty by Nature, is playing the role made famous by Wesley Snipes, Nino Brown. Actor Flex Alexander is playing Pookie. Remember when Chris Rock played Pookie? And Big Daddy Kane is playing Stone, the role made famous by Mario Van Peebles. It looks good. You know, a lot of people are like, well, why are they making a stage play? I think it's a great idea. People are excited, and tickets are on sale, and it is coming between now and next year. It is coming to a theater near you. I think I went over everything because there's a lot of new releases on Monday. Of course, we'll talk about the Emmys, but we're also going to talk about The Little Mermaid, which is dropping at some point this afternoon, but we'll talk about it over the weekend. There is a weekend edition. I have a young lady who makes it all fancy and everything. We've got Scoop on Beverly Hills Cop. Yes, there's a Beverly Hills Cop with Eddie Murphy. We're going to have Scoop on that, but there is a weekend edition, so definitely check it out. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Because you don't want to miss a minute of anything that goes on. And leave a comment because Auntie does read the comments. Have a great weekend. Thanks so much for joining me. It's Scoop, it's curl, sometimes it's just big hair, but there's always Scoop. That's the one thing you can count on with me is the Scoop. No matter what the hell my hair may look like for the day. Have a great weekend. Check out the Weekend Entertainment Update. And thanks for joining me. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture.